What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Now, we are all the way down here in the edge of the city, and coming all the way over here, and down here in the left side, we find a strange little house with some people. You know, they're saying some weird little poetry, and they seem to be a little strange. We've read reports in certain letters and codexes about people going here, and then when they come out, they're not quite the same as when they went in, so take a peek at some of this stuff. Dr. Lug.
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... funny. I can't recall.
What about you, Arvs?
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
What are you looking at?
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed.
You're phoning over some... well, nah, we wouldn't call it a tree vermin. While I have made friends with many a squirrel, I do not see one here.
Give it time. I had to wait for... I don't even know how long to catch a glimpse. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you?
You seem confused. Taking a bump to the head lately, perhaps?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm as fit as a fiddle. It's just that certain things are... eluding me.
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
And if we know anything about Sharrans, it's that they like to steal people's memories. Let's see if we can detect some of his thoughts. Nailed that. Didn't even need the bonuses. Let's see what's going on in your head.
The man's mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvelous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she?
Do you know someone called Moira?
Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. I think I remember a face, smiling, young, then older, then ill, then... No, I don't think so. You must be mistaken, friend. I don't know anyone by that name.
What do you remember?
Well, I remember I was sad. But in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me. Seemed very helpful. Though, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place.
Is there anyone you can go to? Anyone who could help?
There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps.
I don't think it was a figment of your imagination.
Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
You can leave that there. Now, I understand this is a little bit of a touchy subject for some, the whole thing of loss and love and grief and all that stuff, but personally, I would never want to forget the loved ones, people, pets, places, the beloved things that I've lost. Even though it's loss, it's not always a bad thing, right? And at the end of the day, despite whatever you believe, what are you once you're gone, if not the memories that your loved ones or people that met you tell or remember, right? Like whether you believe in a god or anything else or you don't, the thing that will be left here is the stories and the memories people hold of you. And I would never want to let that go. There are things and people that I've lost in my life, even some recently, which is why the videos have been on a little bit of a pause, but we don't need to get into that. But regardless, I wouldn't trade any of the memories of those people or pets or things that I have, even if they might cause me some pain. They also cause me some comfort. They're nice memories. It's all that I have left, and I wouldn't give that up for a slight bit of comfort in ignorance. So I personally already do not like this place, to say the least. I don't like what they do to people. They would say they do it for them, but I would disagree. Grief God.
Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help.
I bet you are. Grief God Wilbur. Now, my personal take on all this is I don't think they're fucking helping anybody. I think they're stealing cherished moments of love from people and feeding it to their goddess or whatever the hell they do with it. But it's theft. And it's theft that comes at a deep cost that the people don't even realize they've paid after because their memory is gone. So we're gonna put a stop to this regardless. Alas, poor reader, not everyone can improve themselves without the help of others. Some need the instruction of an elder, a steadying, authoritative hand that can mete out guidance and discipline in equal measure. Honor your elders, dear reader. Be mindful of their lessons, deferential to their desires, and grateful for their discipline. Be of service to them, even when you think you are at odds with them. The book drones on, dispensing suspect advice that advocates for utter obedience, before imploring the reader to seek further help at the House of Grief. Well, how could they have deference and love and loyalty to their elders if they don't remember what their name is? That's a point that I would add.
Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time.
And we'll have something for her in kind. Move aside.
As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you.
The mapping of the what?
This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy. Be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery.
Keep telling yourself
Submit
you
to
help
the
people.
mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, follow me. If you do not, leave.
Or I could just butcher you all and put a stop to this place for now and forever, but I guess for now we'll follow.
Mapping will begin shortly.
Assume I have to sit for this nonsense.
You seek to be unburdened, yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
As you wish. Trust her. I trust her instincts. We are here to grant her closure, after all.
Do you know why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
Fuck your honor.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Lyconia Devere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good.
I have a
Now
deep
descend.
despisal for these people.
You have much to answer for.
An astral
Let's
projection.
see about that.
We should take this one seriously. She's clever by half.
And we'll see how clever and thrilled she is that we're here once we're done with the meeting. I suspect she won't like the way it ends, but I will. The unburdening. The volume describes the full process of unburdening in exact detail. Valuable targets are identified from those who seek out the services of the House of Grief. If they are willing to pay, they proceed to the mapping of the heart, where the Inquirer of Grief will question them, while discreetly probing their thoughts for anything that can be of use to the Lady of Loss. Following this, targets are ushered downwards to stand before the Mirror of Loss. Given the correct prompts by the Inquirer of Grief, the target will surrender memories to the mirror, for the benefit of all of Lady Shah's children. In the same stroke, the mirror can remove memories of what they have seen in the cloister, as well as whatever they believe to be the source of their troubles. Then, they can be turned loose, blissfully ignorant of the offering they made. So not only did they take people's loved ones and things away from them and all that remains, they also steal money, deeds, artifacts, anything they deem of value to this place. So, not only is it a cesspool, it's a dishonest cesspool.
And these things have stayed interesting.
I'll burn this shit down to the fucking studs by the time I leave. Of that, I assure you.
These boots have seen everything.
Not a fan would be a vast understatement.
I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits. Quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them.
A manual for Sharran interrogators describing 3 levels of induced stress: emotional, physical, and lethal. It emphasizes eliciting information over punishment, and cautions the interrogator against becoming emotionally involved in the process, either sympathetically or sadistically. I think most of this has a sadistic undertone to it that you would be hard-pressed to make me disagree with.
Hardly a challenge.
Infiltration training.
Tread carefully.
A cunning disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us. I think this was my favorite part. Putting these on. Pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life.
No more Shadow, you're better than this now. And by the time we leave here, everything left will be better than this, because they'll be gone or they will have agreed with me. A detailed report from a Sharran agent, Dark Adept Bilvoy Reed, about the activities of Enver Gortash, an arms smuggler the Sharrans had designated a person of interest. The report concludes with the lines below. Gortash, whom we believe to be a follower of the tyranny godling Bane, has recently been consorting with a leading adherent of the murderer god godling Baal. The pair were observed entering the Devil's Fee, where they conferred for over an hour with the establishment's proprietor, the known diabolist Helsik. This must be considered significant, as Helsik is reputed to be able to open gate portals to the Hells if her extravagant fees are met. That's an interesting little take. The pages in this handwritten notebook have been torn out, except for the final page, which was only partially removed. The remaining text reads as follows. Sharran agents, in summary, must be trained to deal with conventional, illithid, and Githyanki traps, locks, levers, and controls, but most importantly, they must be mentally prepared to face extreme situations under alien conditions. Casualties are expected, but that circumstance must not halt the mission. Agents are to be deep imbued to regard mission success as critical, even beyond survival. Yeah, Helsik that we just read about there, we might be paying a trip to her because we need to find a way to get into Raphael's homeland. We still need to yoink the hammer from Raphael, and Raphael's been very nosy and sticking his nose where it doesn't belong in our business, so I figured I'd swing by and stick a nose in his. I'll probably do that next episode. But for now, just go ahead and start spawning everybody up.
Looking ahead.
We're gonna bring the boys to this encounter. Oh, that's where's my Earth? Where's my big boy? There he is.
What's next, I wonder?
Shadow, you can go ahead and get your planar ally up. There we go.
Still breathing.
And then as we get where we actually need to be,
Wonder if the gods are watching.
I'll go ahead and summon my
I remember this
little gremlins in.
whole stolen childhood spent in these halls. The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over.
Don't worry, Shadow, we're gonna burn this place to the fucking ground. You have my word.
Keep going. Mother Superior is expecting you.
Bet she isn't expecting this much company. We'll go ahead and save here. Come on down, gang.
They already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shar, how she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shar's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
That'll be the day.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore.
Good girl, Shadowheart.
I'm here for my family. That's right. I know what you did. And it's not going to be quick. Not for you.
This is your family. And now you have turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you squandered it.
Shadow has nothing to prove to the likes of you.
Such misplaced camaraderie. How about this? Surrender this one to me, now, and you can leave freely. And consider Lady Shar's forces your allies in the battles to come.
Oh, sweetheart, you know nothing about me, do you? I wouldn't trade Shadowheart for 1,000 Justiciars. Never.
As you like. Lilala! For Shar!
It is what it is. It's time for you all to die. You're at 124. Let's start taking out some of the novices.
Outmaneuver them.
We gotta start getting down to business on some of these guys before we get flanked.
Never a dull moment.
Alrighty. So why don't we just drop a moonbeam on you? And then if we swing back up here. Because basically what I'm going to be doing here
Can't afford to let up.
is just trying desperately to take care of this flank as fast as possible. In the interest of being as fast as possible. Don't forget the other flank either. Alright, Laser. That's your time to go really, really big for me. You guys already know that I'm going to be action surging with her this turn. Try and get as much of this out of the way as possible. If we can take care of this right side flank, we'll be looking way better. Beautiful. That takes care of our right side flank.
I am Lady Sharran.
Having a bad day, Viconia? Yeah, we'll see about that, won't we? Get them in spy growth. You head up here. That'll work for me. Now the ghouls are gonna do whatever they want. Which includes killing themselves to spike growth, I guess. We'll move you down so that you can try and stave off some of this. You're the next biggest threat to all this. Not gonna help your friend much. That's fine. Every time they kill one of those ghouls, they're gonna hurt themselves too, so... for supporting the cause. It's okay, it's not perfect, but it's okay. Bigger room full of a lot of tough enemies, so a lot of this stuff is to be expected, that it's going to get a little spammy and a little hectic, but we can also try and bait them a lot into situations we want them to be in, as long as we position ourselves carefully. Like my sword being down here is a great example of trying to take care of this right side lane. You're going to swoop around for my main character. You hit Shadow instead of me, that's fine. Alright, big guy. We gotta figure something out for you. Good job. You did enough. We'll see about that. Let all those assholes dash in, and guess where my spike growth is going next turn? Yep, all day. Right, now you are just sitting in my moonbeam, so that's fine. We don't have to hop you around. Starion, help Shadow with this asshole. Thank you. This one too. They die next turn. Or this turn, rather. As soon as it's one of our turns, they're cooked. Yep. I want you to move up and put pressure on this.
Survival is all that matters.
It is out of sight. That all works the same too. Okay. Try and get a little cheeky. Oh, come on. Here we go. Burning Spores is just gonna have to do for our main turn here. Shadow, what I would love for you to be able to do. I'll range of that bitch. Just give her Radiating Orb. And then you can chill there. They might focus you and move around to you.
This is your end.
Good job, Blazer. All day. She has Sanctuary, I believe, right? Is that why you're just sitting in that? Correct, she has Sanctuary, so she thinks she's chilling, but my Moonbeam is just going to tick away at her over time. Oh, come on. There we go. I do kind of have to sacrifice my guy for that, but ultimately it's a worthy sacrifice because now all the enemies are in spike growth too, so he's gonna damage everybody. They're good just to take occasional damage, honestly. They're pretty good cannon fodder. Won't matter, he's pretty beefy. He's gonna take a decent chunk of these big hidden turns out of our face. You see the two big heavy hitters, they were just completely ineffective that round thanks to him. Keep spamming that shit all you want, but it's not gonna get you what you want. Hey, bitch. 1 HP left. See, I'm forcing them all into this little pillar where Lae'zel is, because she can take care of a lot of this. They've decided to nuke themselves by walking into shadow, so... Sometimes problems just take care of themselves with proper technique.
This way.
Take care of some of these before they cross. Good job, buddy. And get up and out of range.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Get her out of my face.
Another day, another fight.
Welcome to the team, friend. Ah, you're obnoxious. Move that little halo out of the way. Shadow, it's your turn, Sharran. Thank you for proning yourself, bitch.
I will ascend.
Lae'zel.
Taste my fury.
One more for good measure. You just sit in my moonbeam, bitch. All day. Yeah, take another. Keep moving her back so they can't break her concentration. You're gonna take plenty of damage in difficult terrain. You're not gonna get to move as much as you wanted. What are you gonna do? I'm okay with her continuously focusing Lae'zel. fly up and over for me. You'll be ready next turn to do some damage. Look at all the economy they have to spend just to exist. Try and get some focus in on this Crusader. He's coming for Astarion clearly, so we're gonna swing around. You're gonna die.
What now?
Now it's my turn for business.
Don't waste a step.
Full sail. Our chance to hit is going to be a little lower because of the mist, but we can still do a little chunk of stuff to him. Missed the off balance, which is a shame. Not too far, it's right there. Don't be like that. Alright, so we're just gonna stick here then.
Fast.
Shadow, you just need to move. Yep. Hit him with the good stuff. Very nicely done.
Swift and lethal.
And Lae'zel,
Let my name.
would you like to introduce yourself to the Crusader? Goodbye. Then we got a kill, so we get this extra attack. Tenacity still does a little bit of damage for us.
Lady Shar.
You having a bad day, bitch.
Your end is near.
Yeah, take another. Get this up for 10 turns.
Team.
I want you next round.
The Night Singer's enemies shall fall.
In the interest of wanting you next round, I'm gonna move my sword into range. Give this guy the gnawing thing. Thank you. Astarion, move up into your perfect sniper position. You get to die this round. Less bullshit spells in our way that way. I can start work on this bitch.
No choice but to keep going.
I'm gonna enjoy killing you, you know that?
At the ready.
Where are your support spells now, hmm? And just out of spite, you'll be my next zombie.
What should I do?
What should you do? Can't attack her because she's in Sanctuary, but unfortunately for her, Sanctuary won't always save your life, but I do take a lot of damage when I attack her. Moonbeam kills her next round anyway, so let's just back that up. She's low enough now to where she dies next round, so it's not a factor.
Take two. I am fury. I am death.
You're about to become one of my zombies, so enjoy.
On the move.
Move back here, Lae'zel. And there goes her. She's dead now. What are you gonna do without your leader, hmm? They don't need to be entangled anymore. It's just one. Goodbye. And that's the game. Like I said, we'll be putting an end to this place. Strengthening of the sword arm. Melee drills for 2 hours each day. Change opponents and weaponry for each round. Bloodletting is acceptable. Indeed, it is expected. Remember, a well-trained warrior has the scars to prove it. Honing of the archer's eye. Ranged drills for 2 hours each day. Targets will progress from fixed to moving to live. Hardening of the poisoner's heart. Crafting and theory of poisons and concoctions for 2 hours each day. Pupils shall be dosed with low levels of poisonous substances in order to develop their tolerance. So they torture all these children. Most superiors approved me for applied poisons and paralysis training. I'm so proud. The little night mist is going to be a certified venom specialist for the Dark Lady. That will also qualify me to study the basics of sudden esophageal collapse. What fun. What fun. So basically they take these initiates, they steal their memories like they did the Shadow, and then they turn them into little poisonous, murderous cretins. Well, they used to. Now the whole coven is dead. And they won't be doing that to anybody else, and they won't be stealing anybody else's memories. In fact, when we go topside, we're going to have a whole other thing to take care of. Tuesday's inspection was a disaster. How could I have overlooked the stains on my tunic? Must ask Hyrule where they get that special soap that takes dried blood out of fabric. Ah, not touching. Little coven of abominations. Right here in Baldur's Gate. We'll make sure we take whatever we can from them. While we finish cleansing this place. What do you have? Considered shield, a map of Faerun. I expected more for the armory in this place, honestly.
There's a hole back there, behind the gates.
What is this place? And why are you so very well hidden?
A little hideaway. This place seems so familiar.
There's a Nigh Orchid.
If I do.
Is this why your favorite flower is Nigh Orchid, Shadow? She's going to make me look in the mirror again. She's going to take my memories. I do not want to forget who I am. I like flowers. I like animals. My name is... The writing breaks off with a jagged scroll, as if interrupted.
A mirror that steals memories. Very Sharran.
They heap precious pelf upon the altar as if it were nothing. The door wants gold, trinkets, baubles of mammon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this place was yours, Shadow. This is probably why your favorite flower is Night Orchids. I wonder what it was before this place. Boy, am I glad we burnt this place to the ground.
Time to see what's new horrors waiting for us.
I can't express that enough. It's only a shame that there wasn't more of them to kill, honestly. The glories of the night, Singer. Some hymn to that goddess. She didn't help him.
Keep your distance, darling.
Where was she while I was slaughtering her coven of little miscreants? Not here.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
She can directly intervene because she did in the Shadowfell. Where is she now? I wish they were alive to see that out of spite. I think we already read interrogation in 3 levels.
And, well, in it.
Crimes of the Moon Maiden. Crimes of the Moon Maiden by the Anti-Lunar League. Woe unto any who throws their lot in with Selûne. 4 ways she has of pulling the wool over one's eyes. First, she can make you think your husband is a werewolf when he's only forgotten to shave. Second, she's always changing, making it difficult for slow painters to capture her likeness. Third, tides. Absolutely bugger the tides. And fourth, people keep associating the moon with femininity, and frankly, we're fed up reading the same poetry over and over, and it's all that celestial bint Soluna's fault. Compelling arguments.
What's in here?
Such scholarly intentions. You want it as a keepsake, Liz, though? Oh, sorry, Shadow. We need to hit up a merchant, apparently. My whole team is packing a lot of weight. What's up here first? Dormitory. Would you like to die, or...?
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
I'll let her handle this.
Shar condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shar.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You'd be welcome in my camp.
Don't need Shar.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave.
You brave enough to piss
I'll
her
leave come
off.
tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up.
Good shout to me.
Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well.
Certainly. It's more that I actually am seeking to peddle some things to you that are affecting my carry weights, actually, but... which we seem to have quite a lot. Get the minor details out of my stuff. Shadow has a lot of weight, and yeah, it's all this stuff. The flails can go, we don't need those. Blood of Lathander, you're obviously staying. Don't need the shield. We don't need this. That can go. We'll keep the Undervow. Be a nice memory of when we eradicated this place together. Bow can go too. Knock some of this stuff out of Lae'zel's inventory as well. We won't need it. Starion isn't packing as much sellables as I thought he would be. Alright, that'll do. You served your
Be
purpose.
sure to get everything you need.
Yeah, that's fine. A jewelry box, huh?
These jewels. Why do I remember these of all things? A gift from Dark Justiciar. I wanted one. I'm curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not.
We went a little fast there and we actually ended up getting both dialogues at once, but basically those are Viconia's jewelries.
Part of the Sharran's preparations to seize the astral prism, no doubt.
She had a little jewelry box in here. So much for all of those people not having personal items and fond memories, huh? It has been years since Waterdeep, since Soldan Esselar. At last, the trail has gone cold enough so that I may recommence Lady Shah's holy work. It is true that secrecy is the greatest shield of all, yet the sacrifices needed for this new beginning have been steep. It had better prove to be worth it. Baldur's Gate. It feels strange to be back in this place. So familiar, yet I cannot engage with it. I am like a living ghost, hidden and watching. Time has rushed past like an autumn storm. Lady Shah's church in Baldur's Gate grows steadily, and in secret, under my command. I have named it the Cloister of Somber Embrace, for the Night Singer's embrace is the final goal that we all crave. One day, this place could even surpass what I created in Waterdeep. Yet by then, it may not be mine to command. Lady Shah tells me that there is another, one I must pry from a foul Selûnite heritage, and reshape to become Darkness's champion. An audacious plan, but one that could cost me everything. I must stay resolute. I must find this child for Lady Shah. My spies have reported to me. The child has been found. A girl, with hair of sheerest black. She will soon come of age and be lost to the moon bitch forever. But our plan is in motion. Under a cloak of darkness, the girl shall soon be ours. That's clearly talking about how they yoinked Shadowheart. So Viconia was sleeping in here with her initiates, keeping an eye on him, no doubt. Treasured in light, lost in dark.
After I moved something on the altar.
Guess it wasn't that. Can we drop on here? That'll do.
No one's stopped me yet.
We'll just take them back on the way out. Oh, they're gone forever, actually. But it is what it is. We didn't need them.
I see them. I see my parents.
Easy, Shadow.
What's been done to them?
A ledger bearing the names of those incarcerated in the Chamber of Loss. Someone noted to have died. Tresh Glia Githyanke, double guard at all times, deceased. Arnell Hallowleaf, Emmeline Hallowleaf, Aaron Alice Bormel, deceased. Unknown interloper, deceased. The Shadowheart's real name is Hallowleaf. And he is the Gith that they killed.
A Githyanki. Head removed. There's something in that debris.
Did Gith bury something in here? Subject mapping results. Githyanki number 7. A log of interrogation notes detailing a Githyanki captive's torture over a number of days. The captive remains strong at first, but very gradually starts to slip and offer up information about the whereabouts of a mysterious artifact hidden away by Queen Vlaakith. Wow, they managed to break a Githyanki. Must be quite the dab hand at torture. Now I'm sure this is going to be rough for Shadow.
Alright, what now? Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No. There is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jan. Our little girl.
Jennifer Hallowleaf.
Grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place, if you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you tried to step away from me, every time you tried to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them.
You're a monster, not a goddess.
I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room. The dreamless sleep. The shadow's shadow.
Telling yourself that.
There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
There's so much to be taken into account here. The cost of Shadowheart's freedom from that pain in her hand and the curse is to kill her parents, because that binding spell is how that's happening. Her parents have already... They clearly want to go. And like he just said, they've endured here this torture for a lot of years for her to be a girl to grow into a woman. And they've done all that in the hopes that they could one day see her again and set her free from this. Emotionally, I'm sure Shadowheart would love to take on this burden and keep her parents alive for, what, 5-10 years? But that's not what they want. That's what Shah wants, because Shah wants to keep a grip on her for as long as she can to try and take whatever she has left. But this is also not... It's a choice I can guide, but it's not one I can make, so you have to choose, Shadow. Free your parents or rid yourself of the curse.
No, I can't. I came here for them.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
And these sick fucks had a little girl that they stole their memories, torturing her own parents. Thank God she doesn't remember that, huh? You should end their suffering and your own.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Seluna's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
The Moon Maiden's embrace. I'm sorry that it came to this.
Don't be. They're free now. As am I. And part of them is still here with me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here.
One thing. What should I call you now? Shadowheart? Jennifer?
Shadowheart, still. I can't run away from who I was all this time. Besides, there's something fitting to it. Can't cast a shadow without sunlight.
That's a nice touch. They're at peace now. And they got to see their daughter again before the end, which I'm sure was very nice for them. Now here's the Mirror of Loss. You can get some debuffs and buffs out of this if you pay attention and do the checks. I probably won't mess around with that too much.
My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Happily. For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing. I think you made the right call. And obviously here's the Mirror of Loss, which I would love to destroy, but I'm sure it has all kinds of invulnerabilities and immunities and all that stuff, so we probably won't mess with that too much. Now, we've taken care of Shadowheart, we've taken care of most things. We still gotta take care of Gale. We gotta take him to go see Mistra. And we do have one more thing that we need to do while we're down here, so...
Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur.
If we jump to Baldur's Gate... We've already been where we needed to go once. But I didn't go there to its completion. So I'd like to go set up where we need to go before the end of this episode. I'm trying to recall where it was. It was by Zar's house. It's by Cazador's place. So if we find Cazador's place, we find where I'm trying to remember where to go. Where was Cazador's shithole? Free Orpheus, it's right there. Okay, so we actually have a quest mark for it. So that'll help me greatly, actually. It'll make it really easy for us to just slide on over. So while we walk, I guess we'll just talk about some of that stuff. So that's always going to be a tough choice to make, ultimately, when it comes to decisions like that. I try my best to honor and respect what the individual characters want for themselves, rather than what I have deemed on my own terms to be correct or the right thing to do, quote unquote, because ultimately it isn't my call. There's a lot of things that are and is my call, and then there's some things that aren't. Whether Shadowheart's parents live or die, or she lives for the rest of her life with a curse, is not my call. That's Shadowheart's call, and her parents' call. I can't force anybody to live, and I can't force anybody to die. Unless they're bad people. and then they've kind of forfeited that right, and then it's for us to decide justice at that point. But in a situation where that isn't the case and that isn't a problem, then it's always going to be on us to make those calls. But that wasn't one of them. Everybody there was a good person, and I wouldn't be comfortable deciding who lives and dies in that situation, and so that's not what I did. I'm happy with the choices I made there. I'm happy that the parents got to be reunited with Shadow, and she got closure and freedom. And they got closure and freedom too. I like that outcome. It's a complex issue. When I play an evil playthrough, I mean, I have her become a Justicia, so that's a no-brainer, but when I'm doing what I would really do in real life, which is what I always do on my Let's Plays on the channel, by the way, all the decisions I make in the Let's Plays on this channel are me playing the games how I would try to play the games if it was all real and I was the main character. The decisions I make, the decisions I would make. It's that way in Dragon Age, it's that way in this game, it's that way in Last of Us, it's that way in everything I do. Granted, Last of Us is not so decision based, but it is in like gameplay decisions, like who you kill, who you sneak, all that stuff. Whenever I play any game, I try and do it how I would do it in real life when it's on this channel. Sometimes offline I'll do some memes, do some evil playthroughs and stuff, but everything you guys will ever see will be it'll be me making the choice I believe to be right, and the choice I believe I would make in reality. So I guess keep that in mind if you want to judge my character qualities based on that, but alas, I think that was the right decision, and what was ultimately best for everybody. Let's check this plaque.
The Devil's Fee.
The Devil's Fee. We can supposedly open portals into different hell dimensions, which is how Gortash and Orin broke into the hells to get the Netherese necklace in the first place. So this will be a very interesting place for us to hit up, but that is a story for another time. Right now, we need long rests, we need Gale to be in our party, and then when we come back out of this place, we will take him to go see Mystra, and then we'll hit up the Devil's Fee and see what we can do about Orpheus. And we are really approaching the end of our journey here at this point. I mean, we have the Orpheus thing with the House of Hope. We have Orin to kill. We have the Steel Watch to take care of. We have Minsk to find. And that's pretty much it. So we're looking at like 5 quests left. I'll probably do Mystra and the first part of Raphael's whole thing, or Raphael's entire thing, if I decide to let the episode run a little longer next time. And then after that, we'll take care of Minsk and the Steel Watch. And then the episode after that, we'll take care of Orin, and then we'll go back to Gortash and get that squared away. Then we'll be in the home stretch. So not too many left for this one. I think we'll probably finish this at around 65 episodes, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but I don't think we'll be reaching Dragon Age Origins levels of episodes. We got close. I think the 2 leading series on my channel lengthwise would be Origins, and I think Final Fantasy 16 landed on the exact same number of episodes. I think they were both 95 apiece. So I think this will be a little shy of that, which is interesting because there's way more content. Granted, I've been taking some shortcuts since we haven't had much time based on patch 8, but that is going to be where we wrap this one up, everybody. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you're feeling particularly generous, you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please check out the links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Baldur's Gate 3. Take care everybody, have a great day. Peace.